Welcome
Back.
to the TAE Time Podcast. Being shot on the day.
On the day. So it's coming to you fresh.
Fresh, live. Oh, obviously this would be the most ideal way to do it every time. Like shooting it on the day. But like, sometimes it's like, is there a point to shooting on the day if we're going to be talking about something that's not going to be relevant? Kind of thing.
I mean,
you know. Well, obviously,
it's not like we're covering the news.
Exactly, so we don't ever have to. So it's fine for us to like. Is it pre-recorded if it's for the week? I don't know. Like, I feel like it's only pre-recorded if it's like, let's say it's like on Monday we record for Saturday, and then on Tuesday we record for the following Saturday. Then I feel like that second one is pre-recorded. But if it's during the week or intention of the one that's actually coming next,
I agree.
I don't think it's pre-recorded.
I agree. Because like in 2 weeks you can change as a person, But 1 week is like, okay.
Yeah, But even if I recorded it, like let's say we recorded on Saturday, like this for Saturday now, right? Like today. And then we recorded tomorrow, Sunday, for next week, Saturday. I don't think that's pre-recorded.
No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I think that's fine too. I'm not changing much between Sunday and Saturday. But I'm changing a lot between Tuesday and next week, Saturday.
So like, and also things happen. During the week. So I feel like it's not pre-recorded if it's with the intention of the episode that's coming next.
I agree.
So like, even if it's like 2 weeks time, I'm still, But I digress. What have you been up to?
Not a lot actually, and I like it. I really have liked not being up to a lot. How about you?
I have been playing Black Myth Wukong. Guys, that game is so good. For all the gamers out there who enjoy gaming, who enjoy playing video games, Black Myth Wukong is so, and 10 out of 10, so good. I'm only on chapter 4. I think there are 6 chapters in the game. I'm on chapter 4, guys. The game is so good. It's so well done. And this is like the first time this studio, Game Science, Game Science is the English translation. It's a Chinese studio, and this is their first like actual game on like a console. Like apparently they used to make mobile games before, and this is their first actual proper big game, and it's so good. Like it is
big boy game.
Yeah, like it is so good. Like, oh my god, like it's meant to be like a linear game, but then after chapter 2 it's just so not linear. Like chapter 3, chapter 4 are massive. Like there's so many branching paths you can go to do different places, face different bosses, like so many missable things, so many, like if you do this then this happens, if you do this then you can do this or whatever. It's so cool. So I really love the game, really enjoying the game. The story is really good as well. Like it's not like, the story is not like, oh my god, like God of War level or anything, but it's enjoyable kind of thing, like, and it keeps you hooked enough for you to like enjoy the rest of the game and like the gameplay mechanics and everything. And so honestly, would recommend. Like, I went halves my brother, like, so 35 euro each because it's €70 game. Because I was like, oh my god, like the first time I was like, is it worth €70 to buy this game? But honestly, looking back on it now, like definitely the €70 price tag is worth it. Like it's even way more worth it for me because I paid 35. So like, I'm getting a lot out of it. But the €70 price tag is definitely worth it. It is such a good game. It's so good. Yeah, like it is definitely like, people have complaints that's a boss rush, which means that essentially you just go from like fighting a little bit of enemies to just facing the next boss and the next boss and the next boss. It's not like whatever. And even though there is a story, but it's more of a boss after boss kind of thing with in-betweens. But it's really not a boss rush in a bad way. I think it's a boss rush in a good way. Like it's very more akin to games like, people have been trying to say it's Souls-like, kind of like Elden Ring and stuff, but it's really not like Elden Ring or like Dark Souls, any of those ones. It's really not like that. It's definitely way more like I was saying to my brother, like Devil May Cry. Like I love Nicoletta, and everyone knows I love Devil May Cry so much. I'm a big Devil May Cry fanboy, but like it's definitely more akin to like a Devil May Cry, like a hack and slash kind of game where it's like, yeah, you're doing like ads and whatever towards the story, and then you do like the boss whatever match, and then you go on. But some bosses are really tough as well. Like this is coming from someone who finished Elden Ring like DLC and the main game.
Don't
like,
trust him.
You know, like no, they're like some bosses.
And I've told you guys this before. He'd be here like, oh, the last boss, whatever. He finished it in the same sitting. Like
no, like
you do not compare.
It's still tough though. Honestly, like there are some bosses there. Like there's this tiger boss that my brother. It's just funny that you say that because my brother, but he's not like he does not into Soulsborne type games. It took him like 10 hours to beat. Like he had to come back to it, whatever. I was like, oh yeah, I beat him my 4th try. Like, you know, like it wasn't really that. I mean.
That's what I
know.
said.
I was like, he actually wasn't that bad. It was just like I was like getting used to his like whatever, you know, things. And I was like, yeah, he's actually not that bad, you know, but whatever. But yeah, I know. But there is one boss that took me 7 tries.
Like, can you imagine?
No, guys, that means a lot.
Like, can you imagine?
There's a boss. No, like
what?
So annoying.
Someone
so
there
annoying.
like 70 tries later. It's like
no,
7.
so annoying. So annoying. That guy, so annoying. But no, like yeah, definitely some parts of the game feel a little BS, like, but it's actually good overall. So yeah, that was just my little corner. That is my recommendation. Go and play that game if you enjoy playing games. You know, so
interesting.
Yeah.
We need to start playing some more 2-player games because I've seen so many recommendations online.
Oh, you know,
like,
cool.
That'd be so nice.
Yeah, but you're so whiffy if
that's
you
not true. We were playing It Takes Two like consistently.
Yeah,
because I loved it.
Yeah, that game was really enjoyable.
And I love Overcooked. You didn't really like it that much.
So
maybe you're the problem.
No, we talked about this with Overcooked. The problem with actually we didn't talk about it in the podcast, but the problem with Overcooked is that it's frustrating in the sense of like it not because like, oh, Nicola and I messed up, whatever. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with us messing up, right? But it's like you do this, but it doesn't. It like you do it, you mess up, and you try to get perfect, right? Because I love like getting the perfect thing, but then it's just frustrating because it's like kind of like similar back to back.
Oh, it's like the game doesn't have anything.
And there's
different.
not exactly. There's nothing variety. There's no real variety. Yeah, you know, there's no real variety there. Like there's no like It Takes Two. There was an end goal.
Yeah.
There was a story that we're progressing through.
And every challenge was
you
different.
know, and every challenge was different and everything. So like it felt like even when you messed up or I messed up and we had to redo a part, it was all continuing on to the next thing, which was different.
There's a goal.
You know, and there was a goal.
Yeah.
This one was just like the goal is to like. I have never enjoyed games where you have to like try to aim to either only complete a level just to complete a level or complete a level to get like 3 stars or something and then go on to the next. I don't enjoy those things. They've just never captured me. They've really never captured me. It's just like mundane. Like, you know, like it gets really repetitive and really boring for me really quickly.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
like,
don't mind that though.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, and that's where the clash is. So like it's like if we play like 5, sometimes we play like 10 levels in one sitting, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I'm reached my limit, right? Because like I just like it's there's no difference for me, like, and that's a big thing, you know.
I'm like more.
You know, I'm like, there's not enough mental stimulation for me of difference.
I think you're just really used to very intricate games.
I am, like, especially because I play a lot of competitive games. Mm-hmm. I am like, because like even like take for example, you could say like, oh boy, every match in Overwatch, even if you play the same character, there's the same thing. I'm like, no, it's not. Everyone you're playing with is different. Everyone does different strategies. Everyone does different things. So you always have to adapt every game. Mm-hmm. Every game is different.
It's probably why you don't really play like Call of Duty and those kind of games like that.
Call of Duty is not too bad. I like Call of Duty, but I got to a point in Call of Duty where I got too good at it and it got boring, right? As in because
get a load of this guy.
No, because and then what happened was it got boring, and then the skill-based matchmaking fully went in, and everyone dogs on skill-based matchmaking, being like, oh, sometimes I just want to chill, you know, whatever, because people have to face people on their level, which is funny because people who are shit complain about facing other people who are shit. You're all shit. It's hard for you because you're all shit, but you're all shit. Like, so it shouldn't be that hard, you know. But
here's your weekly dose of like just piling shit on you.
Newsflash. But like I got good enough that I was facing constant sweats. Like I was actually like every time I had to play Call of Duty, I couldn't casually play Call of Duty.
Like playing on my account?
Yeah, I just fucking dog walked everything.
Like, let me play on yours.
You know,
I'm like really good. And then he bring me up the rank, but I couldn't keep up. So I was like, what have you done?
Literally, I just dog walked everyone in Nicoletta's lobbies. But like, so I play my lobbies and it's just sweats. And like, I don't mind that, right? Like when I do it, but then like, it's like, it's just shooting and being sweaty. Whereas at least like the ability aspect of Overwatch and all these other like games like Valorant makes the shooting different because you have strategy involved. It's not just like I know all I have to do is prone shoot you, turn around, slide shoot you, get behind you guys, and just wait until I get my kill streaks and nuke you all. That's the same thing over and over and over again. Like, yes, it's different because you face different people who are at different levels, yes. But it's still in the end of the day, it's still kind of the same. But don't get me wrong, I still enjoy me some Call of Duty. I'm probably gonna get Black Ops 6 because of the zombies is good again. Apparently, make zombies great again, and they did.
At least you're getting it, so I can play the main.
Yeah, exactly.
Game.
So
we're
like,
both getting something out of it.
Yeah, we'll both get something out of it. Oh no, I can't wait. Boss and I are gonna be freaking playing hours watching a screen doing zombie stuff, so like it's gonna be great.
That's your late nights.
Yeah,
you give me the date.
Yeah, I'll be so freaking tired. But yeah, no, that's why I feel like I like Overcooked. Like there has to be more to it. You know, like a lot of co-op games, like for example, Boss and I were talking about it recently, was like Borderlands, the original Borderlands that came out, that you don't really know it's against like the shooting game. It is so good, so funny. It is actually so funny, one of the funniest games ever, and like it's just fun. And it had online multiplayer and also like at home co-op. We played that entire game together, like finished it, you know, like something like that. You and I could play that, you know. Actually, speaking about it, Borderlands 4 is coming out, but Borderlands 3 I got it for free on PlayStation Plus. Maybe we should play it at home together. Actually, I think you'd enjoy it. It's a fun game. But yeah, so like stuff like that, I think that need a variety. But then how about for you? Like, do you think when it comes to co-op games, it just doesn't matter as long as you're playing with someone else, or is it?
Yeah, I'm definitely like that. And also because I don't mind low stimulation games, I can easily play like Overcooked or like something that has a very basic like skill that you need to have. I enjoy that, and I can do that repetitively again and again and again and again, and I won't get bored, you know?
Interesting you say that. I bought you Animal Horizon. New Dawn. Animal Crossings. The thing is, it's just me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just me. And the only game where I was okay with just being like by myself and do my thing was Small Worlds. But I was interacting with so many people. It was like a live online, yeah.
What's it called? Lobbies.
Yeah.
That you were joining, so you were able to talk to people. And I remember I tried to join Imvu before. Do you remember Imvu?
I do remember Imvu.
I tried to join that, but I couldn't. I don't know. It was too big boy game for me. I was too young. And so I was playing like Small Worlds, and that was the only one that was like world place. Like I couldn't really get into Sims, and you got me Sims as well.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it because I'm just by myself.
Yeah, you don't like the
isolation.
But I guess it's different from single player games where you like there's just a story. It's because you're meant to do stuff, and you're just
and you're interacting with people, like, and it's like you said, there's missions and there's like things to do. Whereas I feel like if I'm left up to do what I want, I don't want to do anything.
You'd hate Minecraft.
Yeah, probably. Like, I think
unless you play with people in Minecraft.
Yeah, I think if I was playing a game like, say, Animal Crossings were like a 2-player game, and like we had to, what was that game that we played where we had to move stuff together?
Oh,
Move Out?
Yeah, Move Out, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. So I think it's just that kind of having a goal there.
Yeah. So I did not like Move Out.
I enjoyed it.
I know you did. I did not like it. It was Overcooked but more annoying.
Yeah.
It was Overcooked but more annoying. So I was just like, why would I play this game?
Yeah, and especially if it requires you to redo the same level again and again.
Oh my. The frustration, living hell of doing the amount of missions we had to redo and move out. I was like, I'm not doing this game anymore. I just can't. I can't.
We never went back to that.
I'm never going back to that movie. I'm sorry. I just can't. that game would have ruined our relationship.
It already did, and we only played a couple times.
I did, like, it was just so boring and frustrating. Like,
Yeah.
But no, I do think it is interesting. I think the co-op marketplace is getting better. I think there are more games.
There isn't enough options.
There is. We know, it's funny thing is, the thing is, there was a lot. Way back in the day, us growing up, so every game had co-op. For every games that didn't need co-op had co-op. And then eventually everyone grew up and got their own consoles. And it's like, just play online. You know, everyone gets their own screen. Everyone gets to do whatever. And like, that's why like co-op just kind of like took a little nosedive because everyone was just playing their own consoles anyway.
I wonder actually if a big part of that is gaming wasn't really targeted towards women, right? And I wonder if a big cause in the like co-op downfall is because, you know, guys had their own individual consoles they could all play, and now it's like a lot more girls are getting into it, and I feel like it's a lot of couples I'm seeing online do co-op games. It's a lot of like, you know, It Takes Two. It's very like so many relationships were able like to play it together, do stuff together. Overcooked, a lot of relationships, even siblings, but you know what I mean. It's like now you're seeing more men and women like play together, so I wonder if that's the reason why
it definitely is making an impact. Like in the gaming, like women make up 50% of gamers, you know, like it's actually very gender split, obviously. Like
this includes mobile games.
Yes, this includes mobile games.
I play mobile games daily. Yes, so does my friends.
Yes, mobile, like because mobile games are games too.
Yes,
they are games.
We do not
too.
Discriminate.
You guys are.
If you guys knew my daily mobile game, you'd laugh because it's not.
What's your daily mobile game? No. Oh, not. Oh, sorry. I don't even consider it a game.
But it is.
I don't consider it a game.
But it is. It is.
Nicoletta's digital puzzle.
Yeah.
She's always like every day on her phone. She does this freaking digital puzzles, like, you know, where she's like does a puzzle. Because I just see a puzzle as a board game, except it just happens to be on your phone.
But it's a game.
But it is a game. It is.
It's under the gaming.
Guys, mobile games aren't games, okay? Unless it's hack and slash, it's not a game. What the fuck is it?
It's a game.
Like Tetris on your phone.
Yeah.
Well, Tetris is a game.
Yeah.
Like,
I do my puzzles, and I love it so much that I was like to Farouk, there should be a separate tablet where I could just do puzzles. I
was like, it makes no sense. This girl really said they should have a whole machine dedicated for just puzzles. This makes no sense.
I think there should be.
I
would buy it.
But it makes no sense.
Like, I understand it's niche, and that maybe nobody
else.
No, listen. And nobody else will buy it, but someone should make it just for me. Just make me a puzzle game.
This is literally like, it's like a device that can run this. It could do way more than just this.
No, I just wanted to do that. Like a Kindle with books, but just puzzles.
But you could have other games on it.
No, I don't want other games. Okay, maybe you can add like Sudoku or something. I like Sudoku.
You know, but they do have those like little devices that have all these like Sudoku puzzles, whatever, and that's all they do. But it has multiple of those like basic ass games all together, you know. It's like 99 games, you know.
Do you know what's so funny? Because when I play my puzzle game, I find it very easy to focus on what I'm hearing. Maybe I'm on the spectrum, but I don't know. Like I would play it and I'd listen to a podcast because I feel like I can hear it better if I'm like.
Well, that's because you're looking at this thing, and so all your other sense is doing is just listening.
Yeah. But it's at that point, you know, where on TikTok you see like someone talking and underneath it is like a game, and you're watching someone play that game, like.
Instead of them talking.
It's like that with my puzzles.
But
and like
that makes logical sense.
You're talking to me and I'm like pulling up my puzzle trying to listen to you. It's like,
because it makes logical sense, because obviously if you're watching like a video, you have to use your listen and watch. Whereas if you're watching something already that's pretty static, all you're doing is listening to the audio. Yeah. You know? So
I'm hyper focused on the audio.
Yeah. So like, no, it makes logical sense as to why you.
I know, but obviously like explain that to my mother. She's like, what are you doing? Why is your phone out when you're talking to me?
Yeah, but it's also just like, it's like you have to, but it also shows that you're overstimulated because you can't do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I can.
No, but you can't. Like.
I can.
But you can't. Like.
I can.
But you can't.
Of course I can.
Nicoletta can.
Guys, of course I can.
She can. Nicoletta is very overstimulated. Very overstimulated. She
yeah, probably. But you know what? I think we're all overstimulated.
Like, to some degree, absolutely. Like if you compare us right now to like people 20 years ago, we are absolutely
literally our parents
more overstimulated than them. You know, like, you know, I've said it. I don't like eating without having something else. I
can't fathom that.
You know.
Wait, what do you mean? So I'm just going to eat my food.
No,
I get it at a restaurant or something.
Yeah, but even at that, you're not just eating. You're eating and talking. Like you have like deep. When's the last time you just sat down and just ate your food. Nothing else. No talking to someone, no watching anything, no listening to anything. You just sit down and eat your food.
I don't recall.
Exactly. Like
maybe when I was living in Utvin and I was just like eating.
Even then, as a kid, you were still interacting with like the people around you.
No, if I was by myself, I just like.
Yeah. That. But like very rarely, like are people ever just eating and not doing anything else but eating?
Do you think it's bad? Because there's been so many studies saying that like, watching something while you're eating makes you like not satisfied with your food or something, or.
Maybe if you eat slow. Me, I eat like fast like a motherfucker. So.
I don't know, but that's even worse because it's saying you're eating fast and you're not like enjoying the food.
Oh, was it that you can overeat? Yeah, but that's because people don't have portion control.
Yeah, but I think it's easier to forget portion control when you're watching something.
No, because we weigh our food.
No, but I feel like I can see how it's easy to just hand to mouth.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. As in like, it's portion control. As in if you buy a bag of Doritos and you're watching something, you're going to finish the bag of Doritos while you're watching something. Yeah. The portion control is you should open the bag of Doritos, put half of it in a bowl, put the other bag away, and then you would finish the bowl and that's it. And you stop.
I get it. No, I get it. For me, I feel like I enjoy my food more when I watch something. Because
not the wasted food method,
and it's like, because if I'm watching the video, I'm enjoying the video and I get to enjoy my food. And I think I eat slowly anyway, but like I feel like I eat even slower. Like I'm enjoying every like bite because I'm like enjoying what I'm seeing.
Nah, for me, more time. By the time the video started, I already finished my food.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like I'm just like, and then literally within like the first 5 minutes of us watching video, I've already finished my food. So I pause it and I go wash my plate, and I come back and I'm like, and Nicola's eating. I'm like, I just eat so quickly.
But you do that regardless of.
Yeah, I just inhale food regardless.
Yeah,
I don't. I like food is meant to be eaten. Like, why am I eating it slowly?
Do you know it's better for your digestion? It's better for your digestion.
Well, my body seems to be keeping up. 26 years strong. Nearly 27 years strong.
26 years strong. Guys, my body's not
Nicola's old.
having it.
She's old, not
my
me.
body's not having it. Genuinely, like lower back problems.
It's not even a joke. Like, she actually is having lower back problems.
The past like couple of days, I was like, I started doing mobility workouts. It's like, what's wrong with you?
No, I told her to do mobility workouts because she.
No, but I was already like, okay, I'll get into yoga or something, and I found some videos online. But yesterday morning, I was like, my back is killing me, so I did some yoga for 10 minutes, and I actually did mobility after. So it was like 20 minutes of like movement, and it's very, very good. I think mobility is so important. We were talking about this for everybody. Like when I was in college, and I was like super fit, like working out, but I was also going to yoga classes, and I was, doing that kind of side of things as well. And I stopped for a good while, and it shows. My body is feeling it. So I think mobility is like really important.
Mobility is literally the key. The massive key, unless like you're a genetic freak or something. Like mobility is a massive key, even for them. Like eventually your time will come. Like there's a threshold limit. Your limit is higher, but eventually the limit will hit. Like mobility is so key. I always do mobility every time I started the session, end of the session. I always do mobility, and that's why at my big age, I'm a lot more limber than her. Because she just hasn't been keeping up. She hasn't been keeping up, guys. She has not been. I'm trying
now.
Now she's coming here. We've been doing that. But honestly, mobility is a big thing. Like I for me, the reason I learned is because I fucked up. Yeah. Like I've been out of the gym for 8 months because I fucking got an injury. I learned the hard way.
Luckily I didn't.
I've learned the hard way. Absolutely. Yeah. Nicoletta's very lucky though. She hasn't. I'm surprised to this day.
But the thing is,
but you don't really go like heavy either.
No, that's not true. I do.
I mean when I say heavy, I mean like dumb heavy. Like, as in like just like.
I think I do on my lower sessions. Yes, always.
Oh yeah, but I feel like that's.
The thing for me is that I'm very good with warm-ups. Like I warm up and then I warm up like without body, just body, and then I warm up with lower weight and then I work my way up. And it's always been like good, but mobility is like, I don't think I've needed that to avoid injury with my workouts.
But no, I think also like when I say heavy, I'm talking about like you're not doing those stupid exercises that affect, because like all your heaviness is on your lower body, right? So which is kind of removed from your back unless you're doing literal regular squat, you pretty much never interact your lower back.
Which is great.
If you think about it.
Which is great.
You know, like you're doing, like the only other squats you do is hack squats, which is supporting your back.
Yeah.
And it's like, so whereas for me, like I'm doing like military presses, you know, with fucking crazy kg, like affecting my spine.
You shouldn't do that long term. Everybody should stop.
And all these like other things, like all these other pressing motions that your back isn't being supported, and that's where the big mess up is. And I think,
you know, I was reading or heard someone talk about this before, that back squats are actually like, they can have a really negative effect on your body long term. And I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Well, hack squats is
back
seen.
Squats.
No, I'm saying hack squats are superior to the regular squat. Yes, like the studies have shown that you get the exact same benefits of normal back squatting, except you don't get any of the cons of doing a normal barbell squat. You know, like the hack squat literally
even better.
And even that apparently, because since you can load more, it means you can push more as well. Like it's literally been shown, like, and obviously like all the fucking bros will get at me because obviously it's like, it's like boss always talk about like everyone dog walks Jeff Nippard, you know, because he always does all the like fancy stuff, and they're like, just lift, bro, you know. And it is valid for certain things.
Do you really need to
I know, but and it is valid for certain points, but obviously there is points at which I think we do need to be smarter. And like we know barbell squats are great. It's one part of the big three. It's part of the big three for a reason, right? Like Arnold, a lot of those massive guys, they got to where they are, looking where they are because of barbell squatting. But it doesn't mean that we can't do better. Like hack squats are better. They are proven to be clinically better than back squat. You know, you get all the pros, even some extra pros, and no cons, you know? So like, you know, if like obviously that's one of those things, but obviously not every gym has a hack squat machine or whatever. That's also a big thing.
You have to make do with whatever's there.
You know, so like obviously those things matter. But yeah, no, I think it is definitely like if you can I think you should start off with barbell squatting. I do think you do, because it helps build so much. It's a compound build for a reason. It's building your back. It's building your back. It's building your legs.
I think so many people, like,
you know,
it's so hard to get the right form for squats that I think some people have, like, why would you risk injuring yourself more when you just avoid it? Like,
yeah, I know. But the thing is, like, for things that you might necessarily overlook, like let's assume your traps or your upper back, right? Barbell squat helps that because it engages those parts of your muscles. Like you tighten them and you do whatever. So like, let's say you don't train those well, at least when you squat, it's going to build those muscles anyway, right? And that's where I'm like, okay, when you start in the gym, the point is to target as much muscle groups as possible to help your growth, right? And then obviously once you get to a certain size, then you can start focusing in doing a hack squat. So actually you just focus on just the legs. You know, you can then start doing, as long as you start incorporating other exercises that would facilitate for those parts that you're now missing out on, you know? Because like, I do think like that's a real big reason why like just doing the 3 big compound lifts is enough for you to get big in most cases, due to the fact that like you're going to target pretty much every inch and corner of your back because it's targeting multiple muscle groups at the same time, you know? And like if like realistically, if someone was to just do pull-ups, like squats and a bench pretty much every day for a whole year and like properly and progressive overload, they get massive, like, you know, you absolutely get massive, you know. But obviously then when you're big, you can start like being nitty gritty about all those things. But then obviously like for you, how do you think about it? Because you're like, I only care about my lower body. I don't care about my upper body.
That's not true. I train back.
Sorry.
And shoulders,
and shoulders.
triceps.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Triceps.
And triceps.
AKA, I do 2 exercises.
Yeah.
Honestly, I am glad that I'm not part of the kind of like fitness industry, motivation, like following all these people telling you what to do. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm past that stage in life, you know. I'm at a stage where I'll just do what I want and I build the body that I want.
Is that not like body privilege though? Because you did put in the work. You put in very lots of hard work over the years, you know.
The base that I'm working with is sensational. Like, it makes it so easy to train for whatever I want. Exactly.
So like you put in the work, but obviously like your genetics are amazing, great. Thank you know, especially for your lower body. So like you have reached quote unquote like near the pinnacle of what most women would strive for much faster. You know, you put in the work and you also had the little, you know, incentive of genetics. Exactly. So does that doesn't that feel like for you it's a lot easier for you to be like, yeah, obviously I'm just going to focus on this because of whatever, whereas someone who maybe they're not so genetically inclined, it's like, oh yeah, I have to do that and I need to do other things, whatever.
Well, that's just not my problem. No.
Like what would you say for someone like that, like in that situation?
You know what? I think train for the body that you want to have. I am genuinely like looking back.
Have or what you can have?
I think that you want to have, because I think you can make progress no matter what, you know, whether, okay, it's not going to be BBL size, but guess what? Most of us aren't going to get BBL size. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like train for the body you want to have. I think looking back, I don't regret it. Like, as I trained everything, like I was like full package training, but like, had I trained my legs more and like harder, I wouldn't be like trying now to build my legs more. You get what I mean? Because I feel like at the start I had so much of that like beginner, what's it called?
Being like a gym noob,
yeah,
like, you know, ignorance, like you don't know anything.
But no, the gains.
Oh, beginner gains. Yes. Sorry, gains.
Beginner gains. I had that opportunity and I feel like I didn't quite take advantage of it. So now I'm like, okay, like now I just have to like train my legs like super hard, like 2-3 times a week, and it is what it is. I have to do it. I don't know. I think you have to give up on seeing what everybody else is doing and just be like, what do I want? And then look for workouts or whatever that.
Which is actually a pretty good point you make, because like you do see a lot of that nowadays where like girls literally just like, I just train glutes and I just train like lower body, that is all, I don't do anything else,
and then I do Pilates,
you know, and whatever, or something. And like you see, like especially like with like younger girls, like a lot of them are focused on that, and then like, you know, they'll grow those parts a lot faster than like relatively other women would have, because they would have been like, you guys train a lot more full body, where they're like, I really don't give a shit about my upper body. But then do you not think that that's a little bit like, when it comes to the physique, is that not a bit lackluster? Because then you have like no support for your upper body. Like, once again, you do a little bit, but like, it's like, I guess the idea is it like, isn't that just purely aesthetics then at that stage?
But I think everybody trains for aesthetics.
No, but I'm saying like, there's like, at that point, there's like no like health benefits. Like,
I'm sorry, I don't think the weightlifting community cares about health at all. I think there's zero fucks given towards health personally. There's like, you know, fit people that are muscly, they can't even run a kilometer without being out of breath. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's not health to me. And I think health, I only started focusing on like, well, no, I was a healthy person because I was doing a lot of cardio and stuff, but I've only been like coming back to terms with like, oh, I don't like sweating so quickly. I don't like that I can't run like a kilometer without like being completely winded. Yes. So I think people like that go to the gym and just focus on the gym, I don't think those people really care about health. Like, okay, they're eating healthy, don't get me wrong, and that's great, that's really great, but at the end of the day, like, if you're hanging off a cliff or if you're running from like a tiger, like whatever it is,
a tiger,
you die first, I'm legging it out of here, you know what I mean? So
the goal is just not to be the slowest.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like, work your heart, you know, like your heart, your lungs are getting not that much stimulation from weightlifting. Like, I'm hip thrusting and it's not the same.
Breathe.
I ran and it's not the same.
Obviously,
it's just not the same.
But you're also meant to, like, when you're lifting, you're meant to really do the focus on your breathing while you're doing it.
No,
it makes
you
a big
do,
difference,
but obviously when there's a lot
obviously
more,
cardiovascular is way different.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of I've liked seeing this transition to calisthenics in the gym. I've seen so many more girlies do it, and that's great. Those are life skills. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Those can help you in a situation.
No, I agree. I guess for me, like, I very much, like, as of, I'd say even maybe the last 2 years, especially ever since like my injury, that I've definitely changed a lot more to like more hybrid training, because I was pretty much just doing training like hard, just pushing weights. But then after everything, I started doing a lot more hybrid training, and like it has paid off for me without me ever realizing. Like, even the fact that I was able to do that, like Nicola always talks about it, like, and that's what I always stays in my head, is like doing the 5K without having to do anything. It's like I forget that all the stuff I've been doing like hybrid wise in the gym actually has like real world tangible outcomes. And so I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, this is actually good. Like, I'm not just training for aesthetics. I'm like, obviously I want to have like an athletic physique and so on and so forth, but like I also want to be fit. Like, I want to be like a fit person, be able to run, do whatever, you know? So like why
is a 50-year-old outrunning me? Some of those fuckers run really fast.
Yeah, they do.
And they do marathons.
But all
stuff.
they do is run, though. That's the difference.
It doesn't matter.
Like if you went bang, they just crush it to dust. Like
I mean, I'm not banging nobody. And also, if I'm trying to bang a 50-year-old man that only runs, they can still bang me back and I'm dead. So all my gym is for nothing anyway.
oh well.
You know what I mean?
Depends on the size of them, innit?
I don't know. I think men are just stronger anyway.
Yeah, but like depends on the size of that. Like if he's like a skinny little guy that does marathons, like I'm pretty sure he can beat his ass.
I would like to hope so.
I hope so too.
I would like to hope so. I feel like by the time I lift up my leg to kick them, they'll be too fast.
Please
They'll
don't try
punch me in the
don't
face.
try kick them.
They just punch me in the face.
Don't try kick. Like kicking is not like you can only kick if you're below and you're looking up. You can kick upwards, but don't kick when you're standing up unless you're an actual kicker. Like someone who knows how to
I'm
kick.
not.
You exactly. So don't try kick. Just use your hands.
Yeah, well,
you're better off.
I'm getting nowhere.
Scratch. Use your nails. Like and that's what they always tell girls. When you're defending yourselves, if you
don't
don't know how to
wanna
defend
break my
yourself, scratch.
I don't want to break my nail.
Scratch. Do anything that's
imagine
gonna
I
hurt.
have
Bite, scratch,
Yeah,
pull
because
everything.
imagine I have my acrylics on and then I do that and then they're just flying off.
Yeah, and then just keep fucking doing whatever. It doesn't matter.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Safety first. That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. But anyway, the moral story is, guys, go train for whatever you want. Train for the body you want.
Yeah, stop getting influenced by others.
Yeah, the influencing culture is pretty big, to be honest.
Oh my god, speaking of influencing, I've seen this trend online that's like de-influencing, and this is more for like shopping habits and buying stuff.
You need that.
And yeah, no, I don't think so. I think I'm a great de-influencer personally, like if you ask me myself.
I know a lot of people that need that.
Yeah. And I think that trend is great seeing it online because okay, some of them are a little bit extreme due to poverty or whatever. Like
What do you mean?
well, not due to poverty, that's so silly. That's dumb. I didn't mean that. I meant like people showing off like expired products that they still use.
What?
Yeah. So like makeup products that they've had for 5 years.
Oh.
And it's like, okay, I don't know
I thought you
about
meant like
that.
expired food.
No.
Like with mold and stuff.
No.
I was like,
This
what?
is I told you consumer habits, not food. Okay, yeah, that's consumer habit too, but I mean food gets eaten. Ate.
Eat. English.
No, it's like for, stuff that you buy. And I feel like it's a bit extreme. Like it's like very extreme. Like we don't need to do that. You know what I mean?
But what's wrong with using expired makeup?
Like makeup like gets like moldy.
Oh,
and,
does
like,
it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, you shouldn't be using expired makeup, skincare.
Like, for example, like a powder. How does that expire?
It expires.
How?
I don't know the science behind it.
I'm trying to
But
think about the science.
I'll research this for you and I'll have it ready. But
Yeah.
makeup expires, like lipsticks, and they get a smell if you're putting that on your face.
Okay, maybe because that's like a gunk, all right? Technically,
They literally get a smell to them.
Yeah. So maybe mold can grow on that. I like the ones that mold can grow on. I understand, but like stuff like powder.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Some things like expire. Like I've had some eyeshadow palettes for a very long time.
But once again, how would an eyeshadow palette? That's also just like a goo.
I don't know. It gets like a smell and like weird thing to it.
I feel like if anything, when it expires, it just means it doesn't do the same effect as initially intended, or maybe it doesn't like stick as long as initially intended.
I just don't have enough information on this.
Yeah, that would be
need to
interesting to me. That's
research
interesting to me because like I'm just thinking like, okay, mascara. Let's say that expires.
That's a liquidy.
That's liquidy, right? Maybe when they say expire, as in like before it would last for 8 hours, but now it only lasts like 2 hours.
I don't know that. I don't think that's the case.
No, I'm just saying, like, because sometimes expiration is based on the product's performance. As in, like, it's expired because it will not perform the intended way.
That's the thing. And with mascaras, it can dry up, so you can't
know.
even use it anyway. And I think overconsumption is so. This could be a whole podcast episode. I won't lie to you. Like overconsumption is such a huge.
We did something. We did the influencing and.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. But like again, it's such a huge thing online. And what I've been seeing recently is fragrance overconsumption. So and I got into that. Lord knows I got into that. There's people who just have bottles and bottles and bottles of perfume, and that has a shelf life too, but I guess it macerates or whatever. So like
if I was to take the camera upstairs right now and show you Nicola's perfume,
I don't have that many.
You have a good bit.
Yeah,
I have two.
Yeah. that you don't even use. But I use mine. I actually use mine.
You have like 20.
No, there's 6.
I'm looking at the perfume thing you have upstairs. Yeah. I have 2, and there's at least like over 15 up there on that thing, and absolutely it is closer to 20 than it is to 6.
You could be potentially right.
Potentially.
You could be potentially right.
One row alone is like 10.
I don't know. I need to go through them. But I think I have a normal amount.
Normal amount for people who overconsume. As in, like, because everyone overconsumes, that's seen as a normal amount. Do you get me?
I don't know.
I'm thinking even my dad. My dad only has perfume because we buy for him, right?
Yeah.
He only has like 4, maybe. I looked at his thing like it's like 3 or something, right? I only have like 2. My brother only has like 1, right? And I'm thinking about the people I know, but then I know other people who have a lot, right? But then I'm thinking the average, like, so we're definitely the minority side. But I think the reason for you saying it's average is because so many people overconsume perfume. Because you don't need like 20 cents.
But the thing is, I think it's so common for people to have so many, and especially younger girls who are buying like what's it called, Elephant and Castle. That's not what it's called. Whatever the fuck it's called, skincare, and like all this product, and sprays, body sprays, like Sol de Janeiro everywhere, and like I have my one body spray, you know, that I just use the same one all the time.
No, you have the Victoria's Secret one too. Bombshell.
I don't have them anymore. No. They've been like there for 5 years, over 5 years. Like, it's just sometimes you need to let go, because I don't use it. You know what I mean? And like if I use half the bottle, I had my time with it. It needs to go. But where was I?
You were saying that girls just have all.
Yeah, they just have a lot of stuff, and I think it's just not necessary. I think we need to.
Yeah, all you average people with like, if you have more than 5 perfumes, you have a problem. In my personal opinion.
Wow.
Because why do you have more than 5 cents?
I have more than 5.
Why do you have more than 5 cents?
But what if you want to have one for every season? I get that.
One for every season?
I get it.
That's 4 bottles.
I know. And a body spray or 2.
Overconsumption.
I like having a few.
Yeah.
I fell into the hole, but I'm out of it, because now I'm like, I will literally not buy perfume unless I get a sample and I like it, because problem, never, ever, ever blind buy anything. Anyway, that's all I had for you today.
Nicola's part of the overconsumption gang.
I'm not.
I don't overconsume. I'll have you guys know. I don't overconsume anything.
You buy a lot of clothes.
No, Please, you buy more clothes than me. You have more clothes than me. I don't buy clothes.
But you buy expensive clothes. I buy cheap stuff.
Not really. Like, when's the last time I bought clothes?
Oh, how much was your... How much was your 500 euro?
Not me supporting my friend.
Okay.
Excluding that one. And obviously that thing is lit. When was the last time I actually bought clothes? I actually didn't buy clothes. It was right before Greece. I bought the linen pants and the top.
I'll have a look through the receipts.
Just saying, I don't overconsume. Look, guys, I've been getting rid of clothes, if anything, and I don't even have that many.
I want to get rid of clothes too.
Yeah, so anyway, but hope you guys had a good time. You know, we just, in our yap sessions, I feel like you guys enjoy these anyway.
I enjoy these more.
Yeah, you know, it just gives freedom of chat, freedom thought, and it feels more like a podcast and not like
of course.
You know, like a scripted show.
I think the next podcast episode will be quite scripted, because I have an idea.
Yeah.
But
but in the sense of like, I like that we remove the Reddit stories away from the actual episodes.
Right.
Like we'll only do them if we literally don't have time. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it's only if we literally don't have time, like, and we just need to pre-record something. That's when you'll see a Reddit episode. But honestly, there's really no point, because they're good, but I just feel like it's just not really us.
I agree. So, well, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Yeah, like, subscribe, share, let everyone know all the good stuff, and we'll see you again next time.
Peace.
Peace.